All right, the weekend fast approaches. And on New York, no, what time I got if you look at my time clocks, my watch, my cell phone, my laptop, every time is a different time. One's in central time, the other's in mountain. That's mountain, so it's 9. Beep, beep, so it's midnight. All right, so it's already the weekend over in New York City, or you weirdo Canadians that live in Atlantic time. But with the weekend upon us, I'm going to be taking off the next 2 days. I'm not going to be working. Oh, you say that, Clara? Yes, and you are right that I have violated those proclamations in the past. But what I want to do is help me, help you, help me, and promote a book by Turd Flinging Monkey that was actually way more helpful than I thought it would be. Especially now I'm kind of finally catching up, especially in the past year, dealing with the house, moving, all this other crap. So much so that I ended up going to anger management. And his book was very helpful, more than I thought it would be. And getting me to control my anger, but then also the Stoics, is just accept what you do and do not control. That's a lot easier said than done. And the Way of Monkey book, you could read Marcus Aurelius, though that is really good. I'm not kidding. I'd put it a little bit above that. Now, that's because it's more practical. TFM took it, kind of took a Marcus Aurelius, what would it be? Parable, not parable, but almost poetic approach. Each wisdom only takes like a page or so, similar to Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, but it's converted for today's world. And so I found it much more practical than Marcus Aurelius Meditations. And just saying, if you want to pick up a copy of that book, if you're angry, if you're frustrated, if you're depressed about the weather, think about if you're upset, if you're anger, depression, sad, any bad internal feeling you have, usually is caused by something outside of your control. Because if it was within your control and it was urgent, you'd be on that bleep like flies on bleep. That's usually and that's how I not only get control and calm myself down, but it's how I progress. That's like, if there's anything wrong and I can fix it, I'm on it. But the past year has been a real concerted effort to really let go of the stuff I don't control. And I was already pretty much a stoic before this. But it was going through a lot of other things, which of course I don't tell all the things in my life. But get that book. TFM has kind of become a friend over the years. I guess I like to think of him as a friend. I do enjoy his podcast. You can just search Turd Flinging Monkey Podcast. You're going to have to do it that way because you're not going to find him on YouTube. He's on alternative platforms. Be aware, be prepared. You're going to disagree with him on some things. But the book, they got it in, put in the sex robots in the book. Thank God. Because he's got another book called The 13 Rules, obviously spoofing Jordan Peterson, who's Peter Jordanson's long lost cousin. He put together that, but then at the very end, he had to do the sex robot thing, and TFM. But the Way of Monkey book, I would say, is for everyone. Please get that. Oh, here, The Blue Wrench. Everyone go watch Doc's. How about this? You want to do 2 huge favors to 2 nice guys? All right. 1, go buy TFM's book. Maybe also tune into his podcast if you want. 2, go subscribe. Well, you don't have to subscribe to Doc's channel now because he's got enough subscribers. I guess there's a viewing requirement. Go over there and watch his videos. Do you have kids? Do you want to be safe? That's what he does. He is the nation's, this isn't joke. This isn't hyperbole. He's the nation's foremost expert on school safety. If you got kids, you go read his books. They're out there, and you go consume his podcast. He's got a library of work, and you could search his channel, I'm sure, and find out what's specific and germane to yours. Hey, Juan the Aztec Patriarch's in the house. Where's the pictures of the kids in Jerome? You should have been Jerome by today. You should have been in Jerome today, Juan. Why don't Juan? He's on a cross country trip with his kids, and he took kids to Oatman, Arizona to see the burros. And those kids, I say, well, how old are you kids? Like 10's the eldest. I'm like, oh, perfect. So they had smiles as big as Arizona feeding the burros in Oatman. And so I'm kind of wondering, are you in Jerome? Or where are you at there, Juan? Okay. And Doc needs to watch ours. Anyway, so the link to TFM's book is down below. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.